Free Congo! Free Palestine! Apple funds genocide!
Since early September, activists have disrupted the launch of the new iPhone 17 across North America, Asia and Europe.
Free Congo!
They accuse Apple of supporting Israel's genocide in Gaza and using blood minerals from the DRC. So we spoke with a Congolese organizer in Washington, D.C. to understand the reasons behind these protests.
Apples and other companies should pay attention to what's happening in the supply chain. And we know that access to minerals and the money that generates is a big driver for this conflict.
In 2024, the DRC filed criminal complaints against Apple's subsidiaries in France and Belgium. A Paris court dismissed the case, but an investigative judge was appointed in Belgium earlier this year. TRT World contacted Apple for comment, but has not received a response.
These companies are clearly benefiting from the operations in the supply chain. It's just unfortunate that Congolese people have to pay the price.
Earlier this year, the DRC urged the UN to recognize the genocide in eastern Congo, where decades of conflict have displaced hundreds of thousands of civilians. Kinshasa accused neighboring Rwanda of backing armed groups such as the M23 militia to seize control of natural resources, allegations Kigali denies.
So what we're calling for is more due diligence and responsibility in the supply chains, and making sure that all the operations happening in the supply chain do not fund the crisis, do not fund armed groups that are perpetrating violence against the Congolese people.
In June, Donald Trump announced he had brokered a peace deal between the DRC and Rwanda. But fighting has continued and civilians keep paying the price. Peace talks to implement a new ceasefire are currently taking place in Qatar.
The war in the DRC is one of the deadliest in modern history, with over 6 million people killed since 1996. So they need to address that. It's not going to work for them to just turn a blind eye to the human rights violations that are happening in the supply chain, or to the funding of the violence of the crisis in Eastern DRC.